Excuse me. All right, we're live. Please stop. We're live. Responsibly, finally playing some modern today. I have a 10K coming up, like not this coming weekend, but the one after that. And I was probably supposed to play it on Monday too, because I really need to get some modern reps in before this tournament. Can you stop for 5 seconds? Huh. But yeah. So going back to the old deck I was messing with. Do you be responsible in practice for an event you're going to attend? I know, right? I'm the worst. But yeah, it's like what, a week and a half from now at this point. I have like 5 streams, including right now, between now and then. So we're jamming this deck that I was having some pretty reasonable success with, but it was pretty early on in the format before that we really solidified into whatever the modern format looks like now, which is apparently like Urza Hell from what I hear. But there are a couple other decks. 10K is on release weekend. Seriously, is release? Yeah, that's right. Because the cards are legal Friday and the tournament's on Saturday. I think. I believe that is the case. So if anyone has some like sick Eldraine tech and also can get it the day of the event, then they can go for it during the tournament, I guess. But we're jamming this deck with the only additions. Can you stop for 5 seconds, you horrible animal? Why do you do this, huh? Why do you do this? What do you want from me? It's because we don't have the blanket. There's usually a blanket in the chair in the corner, and she'll like sleep on that. But there's no blanket there, so I guess this is her way of protesting. You are the worst. Also appears to be some dog misbehaving in the background. But anyway, what was that? What was I talking about? Got distracted by a great many things. But we're jamming some Black White Eldraziblade. Oh, whoops, that is in the title. Since when is E a color? Yeah, it's not a color. But that's just a typo. Thank you for that. Updated. There you go. Black White Eldraziblade. The dog is misbehaving, or she's taken to modern and is losing to Chunt. I guess the upsides or downsides of naming your dog Lily. But anyway, I added some Ashiok to the sideboard. I think it's an interesting card that hits like a multitude of pretty high-profile matchups in Modern right now. I think I need to give the burn matchup a little bit more respect. I think your burn matchup's like pretty solid with this main deck, but we have like actual 0 burn cards in this. I guess we have 1 burn card in the sideboard. But I probably need to give that a little bit more respect, just based on like sheer quantity, if nothing else. I expect to see a lot of burn in the tournament. Maybe not like core Firewalker, but something like Burnt and Forge Tender, maybe. Because that can like double as like stuff for like Titan Shift. It's like not the worst thing in the world, but right now we're trying Ashiok Dream Render because it hits a bunch of high profile matchups like Urza. Like it's pretty good against Urza because you can like exile the Thopter sword shit. You can stop Goblin Engineers and like most importantly you can stop War of Invention because that card is probably the best card against like this deal. It's like trying to beat War of Invention because we're like so soft at bridge. As well, along with that, it also like hoses stuff like Titan Shift really well. Stuff like Tron, I mean decently, obviously. 3 drops against Tron, it's like not 100% your main game plan, but also it's Graveyard Hate, which lets me like skimp down on Rest in Pieces, except apparently like Dredge is huge, and obviously you want your hate to be super impactful and at 2 mana against Dredge rather than some like slow 3 mana blotting bullshit. But whatever, let's play Modern. I haven't played Modern in a hot minute. Not the Modern Challenge. Just a Modern League. Oh yeah, new league queues. I don't know what is up, but my eyes are watering a bunch. Does it still say... Why does it still say BE Eldraziblade? Okay, yeah. Refreshed my own page and it updated. Cool. Here's your chance to chase Trophy Leader. I think at one point in Legacy, was it... It might have been this time. Maybe the last round of leagues that I was like top 10 for a little bit because I rattled off like 3 5-0s in a row with Death and Taxes at some point. I forget when that was, but okay, fuck off, dog. She'll be back in 3 seconds. Oh, she's back. We won the die roll. We'd love to play first. K-Pons, thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Hello to all K-Pons' viewers. XJ Cloud, for those of you that don't know me. Also play a lot of Death and Taxes. Playing something Taxes adjacent. Get away from me, you horrible animal. This hand is like close to being good, but it's also extremely awkward because we have 2 equipment already. But it has turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic and the potential for like turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer, which is just like really good hands. Exactly how I pitched it, Taxes adjacent. I mean, yeah, this is basically Eldrazi Taxes, except we just like cut all the Taxes parts. He will take your squire. Like, I think this hand is keepable. I'm just not happy about it. I think I'm leading with Silent Clearing, because like the odds of me turn 2 Thought-Knotting is not high, but the odds of me playing Tide Hollow on turn 2 over Stoneforge is like reasonably high. It sucks if we draw White Swords, we're playing Tide Hollow, so we wouldn't like take a pain and play Stoneforge anyway. Could see this hand being a mulligan, but like your 2-drops are so huge. It's kind of what these decks were always missing, is something to like really fill up the 2 slot. Alright, my opponent is mulliganing to 5, which means we're either super dead or gonna win. We killed a giant today. Oh yeah, I saw a little bit of your stream. I tuned in for a tiny bit. Some Giant Slayer action with Ranger Captain. They're just like on burn. My Silent Clearing just makes me look like an idiot. Although if they're on burn, we have like a shit pile of equipment. Oh, you opened the... Oh yeah, you opened the Eldraine. Oh yeah, Eldraine cards are out, aren't they? Only in chests until the set drops. Hey, look, we drew a Source of Mana. So now I think we just want to Tide Hollow into Thought-Knot. My opponent's on Forest Go. Which makes that kind of concernable to 5, like Tron. But if you're playing his Forest Go on with a Tron hand, I think you just go to 4. But regardless, I'm going to fetch a White Source here. What you got over there, opponent? Red-green Eldrazi? Do people play this deck? I guess. Modern is the Wild Wild West still, I suppose. What does this do? It's like a 4/4 hexproof on your turn. I really don't care about this. I think I just want to take a Smasher and Thought-Knot the other Smasher. Like, they can play their Gruul Hexbreaker on turn 3, I guess. It's like a 4/4. Oh, it gives you Hexproof too, right? Yeah, no, it only gives you Hexproof on your turn. Okay, sure, whatever. Alright, well maybe we're gonna have to Thought Seize this Gruul Spellbreaker, because we get to play 2 Thought-Knots this turn. It was the Settle the Wreckage tech, right? Alright, well, they drew another Temple, so we definitely want to take the Smasher so they can't just smash me. Punch. Probably just going to play them another Thought-Knot, hope they drew a spell. Actually, I could attack first, and if they, like, trade the Thought-Knot with their 4/4 that they will inevitably make, I don't know why they decided to take a damage on that. Put their counter on something else. Yeah. So we just attack with a Thought Knot here, and then they will probably inevitably trade. Which means we have more shots at hitting something with our Thought Knot. Why is this cat such a bother today? Punch you. And trade. They would have had a name Warrior, which functionally makes it worth nothing. I don't know. What other double colored spells are they playing? Like, I guess, whatever that, the Bloodbraid Elf. But, like, I obviously am never going to counter one of their spells. So why not just take the pain later? Because if you draw, like, a red source that doesn't deal you damage, then you just never need to take damage. Yeah, I didn't know if Bloodbraid Elf was a warrior as well. Alright, well, we have 6 power in play, and they have nothing. It's pretty good. Let's draw a land. That's not a land. Path to Exile's pretty good, though. I'll take that. Just gonna absolutely demolish my opponent here. Ding. Alright, cool. We did it. Playing Thoughtseize, try one thing to see here. I mean, yeah, my opponent mulled to 5, and then we Thoughtseized them 3 times, and then I lost. Whack, I guess. Alright, what do we sideboard here? This is a wonky matchup. Red-green Eldrazi. Like, I don't feel like I want Fulminator Mage. They aren't doing anything with their lands besides, like, playing some, like, overcosted fatties ahead of time. Kind of like what we're doing. Marin Moon, thanks for the raid as well. Welcome, welcome. I like that emote. It's a good emote. I'm a big fan of ducks myself. Hope stream went well. I am playing some Black-White Eldraziblade right now in Modern. We're trying to figure out how to sideboard against Red-Green Eldrazi. I guess probably want, like, Lingering Souls. Tron's never going to cut Stirrings. Stirring's, like, one of the best cards. They might play, like, people are saying that they might play one Spawn Time in addition to it, but they never cut Stirrings. Stirrings is, like, bananas. Being able to find lands and then also find threats is so good. I guess, like, yeah, they had, like, 3 drops, though. We'd probably go down Fatal Push. They have Noble Hierarch. Like, not paying a lot of attention. The matchup just, like, I guess we cut, like, Stranglers, right? Strangler probably is not strangling a lot here. I've just been thinking Ashiok. Yeah, I had that realization on, like, this weekend when I was thinking about, like, playing this deck again. I was like, wait a minute. What if we just played Ashiok? Ashiok seems sweet right now. I'm just gonna submit like this. I think Ashiok kind of fills a lot of the holes and is, like, good against a fair number of the decks in the format right now. Wow, this hand sucks. This hand sucks a big one. This hand is acceptable. We can Inquisition. We can't play Tide Hollow yet, but we can put this Batter Skull down at the bottom. We have, like, a path. We almost have a Thought Knot. Definitely good enough. Don't mind the cat. Cat is really attention starved. Wow, opponent mulls against a 5 again. Jesus. extremely aggressive. We might just like miss with this Inquisition if they play like turn 1 Noble. Or like turn 1 Stirrings for a land. Yeah, as long as we hit 1 more land drop, we are in business. Get him with the Thought-Knot Seer. There we go. Like, we might just, like, miss on this Thought-Knot Seer. That is a land drop. Unfortunately, it does not cast our Tidehollow Scholar. But it does help us cast our Thought-Knot on curve, which is nice. Wow. Alright, well, maybe it's less nice. So my opponent's hand is not super good. Thoughtseize Tribal is really bad against your opponent who just mulligans to no Thoughtseize targets. Maybe they just like top deck Thought-Knots here. Nope. Hit me for 1. Show me what's what. I can respect that. Another path. Guess we're gonna just play Tempo, leave up Path to Exile, in case they actually like, find a threat. I mean, we don't really have a lot of other options here. I said that as if there was like a different line that I could have taken. Play the Temple would pass the turn, or play the Field Rune and pass the turn. Well, this doesn't seem super threatening. Wow. There's so many lands that they were going to draw. And they had another Mana Dork. Do I even path? I guess maybe I path this Bloodbraid. They already have, like, infinite mana here. And, like, this Bloodbraid attacks as a 4/3, which is kind of obnoxious. And, like, we have a second path and everything. I think we're good. Stoneboard is nice. How does Legacy TNT beat Elves? Generally crying and praying a lot is the game plan. If you're asking for specific advice, like if you want to play like really rude hate cards, those kind of exist. Come on, have something. I think they just have a land. Oh, sure, whatever. But like in general, if you want to play like non-super targeted hate card, all the advice you got. All right, well, like. We'll go down the list of, like, reasonable to less reasonable. You can play stuff like, Ethos-Run Canonist and Containment Priest are really good. As just, like, generic, like, hate bearers, especially if you can prick them with Mother of Runes. Oh, dear. So we're getting smashed. We're getting our reality smashed. Not only good path that pitch this Tidehollow. At least. But we're gonna take a big chunk of damage here first. You can play nonsense like Holy Light. We can't do anything after we Path to Exile. Maybe I should pop their Eldrazi Temple and then get another white source. Yeah, you can splash black or Plague Engineer. You can splash red for Sudden Demise, I think the card is. Yeah, that's the one. Unfortunately, they still have this Boreal Druid, so we didn't like cut them off of colorless mana or anything. But it fixes our mana at least a little bit. We could cast this Tidehollow if we weren't definitely just going to pitch it to the Path to Exile. We could, like, double spell. If we draw another land, we can, like, displace or plus Stoneforge in the same turn next turn. And since we weren't doing anything with the other 2 mana, it was, like, pretty free for that activation there. Other elves versus D&T nonsense. It's like a lot of random garbage you can play that I have played in the past. Nice. Playing around me having Path Exile, but hitting me for 1 extra. I mean, that tracks. I guess because they hit the same amount. Even without the Exalted, because of the X1. Or the 1/1. They have to have a basic waste in here, right? Yeah. Sure. It's not a good pickup. If you had Will Leaf Leech, we wouldn't have taken. Oh, man, Will Leaf Leech would have been such a blowout there. I kind of just want to get Displacer going here. Like, my swords don't do a whole lot against a bunch of green idiots because we're not playing Feast and Famine. Had a Moonbase. Hi, Moonbase. Greetings. They should only attack with the Blurger for the true playground path. Oh yeah, that's the true tech. I'll only attack with the Druid, get that Exalted trigger, hit me for 2. It's like the sick read on the Path Exile, or like the really bad play if we don't have Path. Well, they're gonna hit me for 4 here. It's like moderately scary. Maybe South Park. I haven't watched South Park in like actual years. I was never a big follower. Nice. So now we can play Stoneforge, get Batterskull in, so like tap down the Spellbreaker or whatever. Also, we're just like winning the race. It is hexproof. Oh yeah, it does it hexproof on their turn. That's true. Do I care? I care if they have Lightning Bolt. Wait, we can just jump in. Never mind. I don't care. This doesn't trample. It does have trample. Fuck. I can't read. I can't read any of these cards. Hang on. Now I gotta reevaluate how I'm attacking. I don't want to die to Lightning Bolt. Is my main beef. We don't die to Lightning Bolt if we just block with Stoneforge Mystic, right? Because it's 4/2. We would go to we go to 1. I guess they could also attack with the Boreal Druid if they had Lightning Bolt. I don't want to trade off my Thought Knot. Like, that seems like just a horrible deal. Maybe I just accept dying to Lightning Bolt. They have 1 card in hand. Sure. They have a spell to cast here. Do they have like a Dismember or something? Nope. Alright, well, now we can just go get like Batterskull or whatever. Seems like an aggressive board in. Oh, they were trying to combust my Eldrazi Displacer before they realized they couldn't. Alright, well, we died at a top deck Bolt. We can't cast this Batterskull. Can't cast and equip the sword, though, when we already have, like, a sword. Maybe I just grab Batterskull, gains me life. If we draw a land, we just play the Batterskull and block the Spellbreaker pretty well. I should have flickered. Wait, I can do that, right? Yeah. Whoops. Whatever. Maybe I flicker this Boreal Druid so we don't die. We don't die to Smasher, obviously. Could flicker just Thought Knot in their draw step, but that could actually draw them closer to a Bolt. You just look at the Boreal Druid right now and they can't cast a colorless spell. No, we die to like Bloodbraid that way, yeah. Oh no. Fuck, they actually drew Thought Knot. That sucks. What a punish. Draw a land here, we can just make a 6/6 though, which just blocks. Do we have we're one off lethal too, like blinking down both things. If we blink down the Thought Knot and then draw Smasher, we have lethal. If we blink down the Noble and draw Smasher, we also have lethal, so I'll just blink down the Noble. Although, wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, that works. Well, that's not a Smasher, but it is a Sword of Light and Shadow. So if I play Sword of Light and Shadow and equip to Thought Knot Seer and attack with both creatures... No, equip to Displacer attack with both? I'm trying to find the best way to, like, live this turn. Yes, my cat loves licking faces. She's a weirdo. So we gain 3 life, right? So we go to 5, but we need them to not have a creature. But we also need them to, like, not have any haste creature, so we don't want, like, to trade off with this Thought Knot Seer. We could just equip and leave back, but that just sucks. If you play an equipped, it's to block. Yeah, it might just be to block. Because, like, all my attacks suck here. If I equip a Thought Knot Seer, attack with both, I die. They just block the Displacer or kill me. If I equip to Displacer and attack with both, they can trade with the Thought Knot Seer. We both draw a card, but I'm tapped out at 5 life. Actually, no, they could just chump block there, and then I die to the Spellbreaker, I think. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. No, I don't think either of those plays are very good. I'm not blinking, so... Although if they attack with both here, we have a... Do I want a 4/4 and a 5/5 or a 6/6 and a 3/3 is the question. Also, play and leave up 1 for activation. I don't think I wanted to do that. I think I'm equipping here. Because the only thing I can blink is this Thought Knot. Because then I have to chump block the Scroll Spellbreaker with my Thought Knot anyway. I think I just want to make a 6/6. If they attack with both, then I can at least trade the Scroll Spellbreaker for the Displacer. And have a 6/6. And if they don't attack, then we can start punching them. Were you at Atlanta? I did not go to Atlanta. Did not really work into my schedule. I am going to Eternal Weekend, though. So what did I say? Equipped to the Thought Knot? Yeah, because if we equip to Displacer, and they attack with both... Wait, hang on. If I equip to Displacer, and they attack with just the Thought Knot, then we have to trade our Displacer for it. But if I equip to Thought Knot, they can't attack with just one. If they attack with both, we just trade the Displacer for the Scroll Spellbreaker and eat their Thought Knot Seer. Alright, yeah, that's the plan. Dunking Legacy Challenge, playing medium modern decks. We played the good Legacy deck that we dunked on the challenge with yesterday. Or not yesterday, Monday. And we 5-0'd, so now we have to play medium modern decks against even medium or modern decks. If they draw like anything with haste, I think we just die, but I like Lightning Bolt. We're gonna do a lot. Yeah, exactly. This is the best medium modern deck. Is an even medium or modern deck better or worse than a medium modern deck? It's like most of their creatures. I mean, like Thought Knots, Mana Dorks, lands. Aha, they have nothing. That's very good for us. Was getting out of the Zendikar Menace in Standard? Kind of. It was really good in Standard. Alright, so this is nice that we have a chump blocker here. So we can, like, attack with the Thought Knot. If they double block, we just blink down. Probably blink down the Spellbreaker, kill the Thought Knot. Yeah. They could jump block with a Druid, though, right? Hang on. Depends on, like, what part of the Standard, right? It was really good during, like, the Marduk Vehicles part, but then it was, like, not good during, like, the Jeskai Sealy part, or, like, the Marvel part. Was Battle for Zendikar still with Marvel? No, right? Maybe. GTL Starbursts, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I like seeing her tanking, and if we have to go to game 3, then I just have, like, no time. Your cat is cool, thanks. She's good. She's a good cat. We can just plan on, like, blinking down all their shit and going for lethal, right? If I just blink down both these guys... Maybe we just play Stoneforge and blink once. Yeah, into that. Another Combust, Jesus. Do I save my Stoneforge? No, I don't care about the Stoneforge. We're just gonna get our Sword of Fire and Ice here, and then not play it. I'm gonna board in a lot of Combusts for our, like, 8 white creatures. Also, why are they playing Combust and not, like, the 1-drop Combust? Isn't, yeah, or Fry or, like, the 1-drop one? Anyway, what am I doing? I'm just passing the turn. I'm just tapping down all their shit and, like, murdering them next turn. I don't think the play is cast Sword here. It doesn't, like, get me very much further to lethal. Just gonna say it's good for people with allergies. Depends on what you're allergic to specifically, because some people are allergic to the saliva, not like the dander from the fur. Yeah, Rending Ball is the one. Alright, well, I can't blink down these Roll Spellbreakers on my opponent's turn. It's getting a little bit awkward here. Because now if we attack, we have to, like, blink down 2 things just to kill 1. A land. I mean, it's a good land to draw if we wanted a land, you know? The fact that I can't blink these Spellbreakers on my opponent's turn is, like, a little bit obnoxious. So it just, like, doesn't let me attack very, very meaningfully. Are we dead on attacks yet? No, but we're getting close. As long as we can blink down this Thought Knots here, we can block. Yeah, I can blink them now. Yeah, that's correct. But it's not very good. Maybe I do have to play this Sword of Fire and Ice. Play the Sword of Fire and Ice. If they attack with everything, we have to blink the Thought Knot. And we eat the Spellbreaker, trade the Spellbreaker. That's, like, fine, right? It's not fine, though, because they 2 chump blockers were, like, 2 life. Per red is not nothing, though. Maybe I should have played the Sword last turn, because then we would only have to, like, blink down the non-red things. Yeah, I'm not staring down a lethal here still. we would need to draw like a temple to... No, if we draw any land, right, I think we can... If they draw nothing and we draw any land, I think we win. Because then we'd have Equip, blink down the other two non-red things, and just punch them for 8. Well, I hope this isn't anything relevant. Wow, that looks pretty relevant. That seems pretty relevant, I would say. So we are super dead. Yeah, this thing has haste too, right? Yeah. I should just concede. Does Doggo Bell on a call? Yeah, both the cats do. Makes them easier to track when they're in the house. The little gremlins. Do I want to change anything I did in the sideboarding process? I don't think so. So I don't think Fulminary Mage is good at all. Maybe Plague Engineer is decent. It blocks and kills mana dorks. Kind of into that. Hey! Hey! Cats become used to bells and you take it off, they become super predators. Don't know. I remember reading some articles because one of my girlfriend's friends was like, the bell, if you put a bell on a cat's collar, it like hurts their hearing and stuff, but like that's just like super wrong. But I didn't hear anything about that second part. Fatal Push still seems okay. Like they have a couple of obnoxious 3 drops, and even like you can Fatal Push like Thought-Knot Seers and stuff. Shave Thoughtseize on the play here. I think I might have wanted to just shave a Thoughtseize regardless. It's like taking a bunch of damage. Ugh. I think this hand's a mulligan. A double path. Alright, this hand is decent. But what are you guys all doing? You terrors, get! All of you demon children. Christ. I'm gonna keep this. I ship a marsh flats. We'll ship a caves. Marsh flats are good with this Fatal Push. We only really need the one colorless land. Dogstream isn't any different than Cat Stream. Well, the cats can't bark super loud and like fuck up the audio, which is the big deal about dog streams. Probably just gonna Fatal Push a Mana Dark here to buy myself time. Don't think I shock for it. I don't think our mana dictates that I need to shock for it. Let me just go get a swamp and kill this. Ooh, that's a good draw. Do I fetch a plains here? Yeah. What are they doing? They're like just being terrors, trying to get underneath the window, or like the blinds, jumping up onto the other desk in the room. Now they're sitting for now. Little gremlins. One has 5 cards in hand. They mulled to 6, I think. Trying to figure out what I think I just want Batterskull here. I think both my swords kind of suck in this matchup. Unless you're like already running away with the game, and just this means that they just have to answer the Stoneforge. They want to cast their Fry or whatever. No, not Fry. It was the other one. It was Bad Fry. Combust. Oh, nice. We just get a Batterskull now. That's pretty good. We have Batterskull into Thought-Knot. Unless we get Thought-Knotted, in which case we still have a Batterskull. Hope they just kept their hand on the strength of this Noble Hierarch. Nice. You love to see it. Oh, no. Time to be afraid of Punishing Fire. Oh wait, yeah. This is the format that I don't get Punishing Fired in. We could Inquisition into Displacer here, but I think I want to Thought Knot just based on my opponent. Not using their mana when they have 2 mana ready. So the Inquisition targets are probably pretty low. We want to hit like Thought Knot Seers or Reality Smashers from the opponent. Yeah, that's the stuff. What does this guy do? So it's a 5 mana if you want to active Treason a thing. Not a huge deal. We're pretty far ahead. And we're gaining a bunch of life. I'm going to take the... Although they have 1, 2... They only have 4 mana right now. So they can't do anything relevant anyway. And take their Thought Knots here. Just punch them. Also, this means that we can't actually Inquisition one of those threatened things next turn. So they're not going to play both. Like, even if they draw land and, like, they smash me, it's whatever. If they Obligator me. Ooh, Bloodbraid. Sure. Bloodbraid into Lightning Bolt my Stoneforge. Sure. Alright, well, punch you for 8, Inquisition you, Displacer you. These are all good cards to have. Yeah, definitely not a very threatening Bloodbraid Elf. I've legitimately... So this deck showed up sometime, like, while I was super off of Modern, and I've never understood how this deck, like, did anything, to be perfectly honest. Like, how is this a playable Modern deck? It feels like you're just playing a pile of really bad cards to try to cast, like, Reality Smasher and Thought Knot Seer ahead of time. And, like, that's the whole thing. Oh man, my Batterskull. Oh, they're just dead. Their hand is Smasher Obligator, and we have Path Blink. Alright, we did it. Despite my best effort. I mean, people freak out about every card getting unbanned, right? People freaked out about Stoneforge getting unbanned, and then look what happened. Like, the joke was that everyone wanted Stoneforge unbanned, but there were legitimately people that were like, I don't know about the Stoneforge unbanned, guys. I'm a little concerned about the homogenization of the white decks in the format. Like, really? I was one of the people that was concerned about Jace being unbanned, to be fair. Everyone's wrong eventually. Especially when it comes to opinions on Magic the Gathering. Everyone's really bad at card evaluation. No one is good at card evaluation in the broad scope of the Magic community. Everyone is just the worst. Eat it, punks. Where'd the other one go? Okay, she's just sitting there. Good. Oh, 2 trophies showed up during that match. Aurelia's Fury. Yeah, didn't Aurelia's Fury like pre-order at like $20 or $30? And was losing their mind over like Fireball plus like Silence or whatever. Plus like they couldn't block. I forget what that card even does. This hand has Inquisition into Sculler into Strangler. Yeah, this hand's great. I'm into this hand. Hey, no, beat it. Magic players are horrible at Magic card evaluation. You might as well put the card up on a dartboard and throw darts to figure out how good it is. Oh man, oh, we can't eat this Search for Tomorrow unless we draw a Temple, unfortunately. If only we were on the play. I mean, our hand is pretty good, well set up to, like fight Titan Shift, right? We have, like, 2 discard spells and a quick clock. Although we do have to eat our own thing if I want to protect the Tide Hollowed card. Oh, wow, their hand is not good. They have turn 3 Acid Moss, which sucks for us trying to cast a Reality Smasher. Oh wait, we're just gonna Tide all the Acid Moss, never mind. I'm trying to figure out if Shocking is better than Caves here. It's gotta be, right? Because if it's not better than Caves if we're casting Strangler next turn. Yeah, the thing I was trying to think about going to 18, but like, what are the odds that I want to cast Displacer over Strangler next turn? Like, not 0, right? And like, I might just end up taking more damage long term, but like, I don't think my life total matters that much if it's like between 18 and like 15-ish. It just meant like the difference between like 20 and 8 or 19 and 18 is a lot bigger than the difference between like 18 and 15 or something. Or they have Tarn? I don't know. Don't ask me these questions. Yeah, they gotta flex all the money that they have. Gotta get the expensive duels. Tarn and Misty. Maybe they're playing like not Titan Shift. Maybe they need the Tarn to fetch their blue mana. I don't know. I don't judge them. Yeah, this is Titan Shift. But with Tarns. Alright, well now we just need to kill them as fast as possible. Yeah, the issue is that I'm like almost guaranteed to cast this Displacer next turn, which I think I'm going to take more damage in the long term, but we could draw a White Source, or we could draw something to cast that isn't this Displacer. Hey, stop it, you goblins! What'd they do? Played Misty. Drew an Explorer, sure. Played the Tarn, sure. Yeah, now we need to kill them real fast, huh? Well, we're going to go to 18 here, which sucks. But we also just really want to play the Stoneforge Mystic. Just go get, like, Sword of Fire and Ice and just, like, clock them. Or, like, Shrine Pass, or Shrine Tapped Stoneforge for Fire and Ice, hit them, go. Obviously putting ourselves super dead to, like, Scape Shift, or more dead to Scape Shift. Because now they need 1 less land, which is a huge deal currently, because they're in top deck mode. If we can leave a Field of Ruin, we can protect from the 7 land Scape Shift anyway, though, right? Because they need 6 lands to go off. 6 lands plus the Valakut. And then if you... Wait, is that how this works? I forget. Because if you hit 1... No, because they can get another mountain. It only works with when they don't get a replacement, I think. I don't know. I'm really bad at, like, Ghost Quarter Field of Ruin versus Valakut stuff, because I don't know how the fuck that works. Just spend next turn playing Equipping Sword and calling it a day. What is in their hand that they're just going to say go? Just, like, 2 Scape Shifts? I think we have lethal next turn anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. They play I get like 2 Primeval Titans, maybe? 2? They play a Primeval Titan. Our lethal gets fucked up, and I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Might involve Strangling the Titan and then attacking with the Sculler or something. Okay, cool, they're just dead. I have no idea what their hand is that they have 3 cards. Just all Scape Shifts and Primeval Titans. Whatever, I'll take it. Now we get, like, the super sweet board plan. How long has MTG been on? MTG's been around a long time. It used to look, like, worse than it does now. It used to look really weird if you look at old screenshots, but I have no idea how old it is. I've started playing, like, 2 years ago. It's been around since, like, at least 2011, I think. Probably longer than that. Came out with Mirrodin? Yeah, it's a long time ago. Anyway, cut the bad cards. We probably are on the cut the path plan. You could afford to leave in paths when you were Eldrazi in taxes, because you had, like, Leonin Arbiter to pair with it, and you had a lot more trouble punching through stuff like just Obstinate Baloth, I think. But I think with this version, Strangler eats Search from Tomorrow's, which isn't nothing. Maybe we want to leave in, like, some paths and shave the Stranglers, though. Not sure. Because, like, you don't want to ramp them, is the thing. Like, you don't want to turn their Obstinate Baloth into, like, the gain 4 life, put a land into play. That's also just really bad. But sometimes you can, like, path a Primeval Titan out of the way to go for lethal. I'll just go like that. The Coward split. I'm gonna, like, draw a hand of. I like the fact that Wasteland Strangler's power and toughness was the big thing, because you do want to kill them. That is the step 2 process of playing against Titan Shift. Step 1 is disrupt them, slow them down with, like, discard and stuff. Step 2 is kill them before they can just draw cards and just wreck you. It's the 2-step process. That's why Jundle has a miserable Titan Shift matchup a lot of the time, is because they can't really clock very well unless you have, like, the Tarmogoyf draws. Oh, this hand is so close! We have so many good cards! But, I'm definitely just gonna take a mulligan here. This hand is less close, but we have Thought Season to turn 3 Thought now, so it's, like, good enough. Gonna ship the Caves of Koilos. There's a chance we can play this Godless Shrine tapped on turn 2 to get our white mana. We draw, like, Stoneforge, I guess I get punished. Although we're already going down below to 18 because it's Thoughtseize, so it doesn't really matter. Thoughtseize Tribal. Yeah, we are just Thoughtseize Tribal. This deck has so many Thoughtseizes in it. Put them all to 6, which is very good for us. They're very much a critical mass deck. Ooh, that's a good one. Thoughtseize you. Wow, Veil of Summer. That's kind of scary. Is this permanence you control? You and permanence. Oh man, Veil of Summer blocks Fulminator Mage. That's so good. And we're going to take the Scape Shift with the Thought Knot Seer, right? We probably want to take this Veil of Summer so we can Fulminator them. I mean, we could also take, like, the Scape Shift or something, and we take the Veil of Summer later with the Thought Knot, but this card's kind of rude. Yeah, Veil of Summer does not block Thought Knot Seer. I think I'm still taking it. We could also draw, like, Tide Hollow. There are a lot of cards that we can get punished by for not taking that. Good brother MTG, thanks for the follow. What's up? Oh, whoops, I'm not F6'd. So they drew a Windswept Heath. So we still know their whole hand. Oh man, this is gonna be good. And now we can just play this tapped, say go. Thought Knot them into next year, Fulminator them. Still recovering from the disastrous GP. I've been there. When I went to GP Niagara Falls, I 6-2'd into day 2, and then, like, on day 2 I went, like, it was barely positive. I ended 8-7, so I went what, 2 and 6 or 2 and 5 or something. Yeah, 2 and 5. It's so fucking miserable. Yeah, now we're just gonna like spam Thought Knot Seer. They have a Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt doesn't kill Thought Knot Seer. Just really gonna give them the business here. Alright, their hand is still Lightning Bolt, Mountain, Scape Shift. Could take the Scape Shift, especially because we drew the Inquisition here. What's up, Lunic? Four and 3 and drop to go to Udon. Hey, that's the living the true life. I can respect that. So let's Inquisition them, and then like play Displacer probably. I think it's playing the second Thought Knot increases our clock a lot though. Did I play Modern Cube at all? No, I don't think so. I played a fair bit of Grixis Cube actually. We could also just Inquisition and Thought Knot them if they have another card. And before Veil of Summer. Just get caught. Unstable cube. I've always kind of wanted to make a cube, but I've never known what I wanted. What would I want my cube to be? Are they just gonna like bolt my face? Is that what they're thinking about here? Yeah, making a cube seems hard. One of the big deterrents for me is like, it seems like a lot of work. D&T cube, just mono white cube with like nothing over CMC like 4. Everyone's playing the exact same deck. Yeah, they're just bolting my face, sure. Nice snow-covered mountain. So we're not fulminatoring them because of the way that I played this turn. So we could just get railed by top deck Primeval Titan. That would kind of suck. I think I just want to make more 4/4s. Although I kind of want to be able to Thoughtseize them again later. Like if they draw Escape Shift. So maybe... Oh, Displacer I guess also lets me Thoughtseize them later. Tough call. It's more mana efficient to do like this. If we draw... if we draw like a black source, we can Fulminator plus Displacer the following turn. I think I'm guaranteed Fulminating them next turn, so I think I just want to play this Thought Knot. We just want to get our clock going. And not get oh, nice. We can blow that up. Control lands with 5 different names. Oh, nice. Now we can do the thing that I said. Or we can play Displacer, Fulminate this Field of Ruin, still get Primeval Titan, but then I think they just die at that point. We could also just, like, Thoughtseize them in there. They only have 5, right? How many do they need? 7? We could just displace in their draw step, and that probably wins, too. It's probably better, right? Loses less to Primeval Titan. I really wanted to blow up their lands, though. Alright, so now unless they draw, like, a Primeval Titan and an Escape Shift here or something, we're pretty good. You gremlins! Stop it! Alright, so this one goes on the stack on the bottom. Okay, they died. Oh, they drew a land, so they're literally dead. We did it! Yeah, displacing them in their dress is definitely better, because we don't, like, die to something random. I think we still win if they cast Primeval Titan there. But like, why risk it, right? Hey, hey. That cat was straight up about to knock like a thing of markers just right off the desk. It's like halfway off. Little shits. Don't know why they're being so fucking annoying today. Paid them off. Yeah, you paid them well today, Cosmic On. They are certainly acting out. Hyped for LPL Season 4? Yeah. Looked like it. There were a lot of, like, really high-profile people. If I recall, last year was a lot more, like, Legacy Grinder-focused LPL. The Legacy Premier League. Just, like, an online Legacy tournament run by Julian and some other people. Julian Knob. Sure, link to trailer? Yeah, sure, go for it. This hand sucks butts. Or can you watch it on Julian's channel? He also has a website, I think, where like the schedule is posted and stuff. I think it starts like October 4th or something. It's much better. I'm gonna ship this sort of Latent Shadow, I think. It's on Twitch. I don't know where the... They might put the videos on YouTube or something later. Maybe they just keep them as VODs. I don't know where they end up later, but they live stream the whole thing. Guess we go Vista. Oh no, because this Vista probably wants to fetch a Waste based on this hand, in case we find Thought Knot or something. I lead Silent Clearing, just in case we need to Fatal Push something on turn 1. But it means that we're guaranteed to be taking damage from it trying to cast our next spells. Although, that's the case anyway, because we usually want to play Tide Hollow on turn 2, so this is fine. Yeah, they have a ton of big names this year. It felt a little weird seeing like some of the grinders that like slip through the cracks with like all the huge names though. Not gonna lie. Hydroblast and Pyroblast legs play. Yeah, they're great. They're super efficient. Hydroblast was only really seeing play because of Ren 6 though. Previously it was like a pretty niche sideboard card. But Pyroblast is just insane. 1 mana counter your Jace. Or blow up your Jace that's already resolved. It's really good in fair blue mirrors. Ooh, Dredge? His hand. I mean, we have Stoneforge. Batterskull is basically the only way you can possibly win game 1. Could be a different Copperland Gorge deck, right? Right? Please? Nothing. Alright, definitely gonna Tide Hollow. Figure out what's going on the other side of the table here. Oh, the cat's back. Yeah, the cards are just... Hydroblast and Pyroblast, just extremely efficient cards. Oh, well. What you got going on, opponent? Let me see. Let me see the goods. Dog needs to be, I need to make them her an emote for the channel at least. She's the one that really shows up on stream. Is it indeed Dredge? This is what I was hoping for. It was a hand leading on Cathartic Reunion, because now we just get yoink. And now their hand is terrible. They probably just like cast a Thug this turn, right? So I can't just hit them. Although no, if that doesn't work, because if they block with the thug, it just goes back to the top of their deck. You got it. Eldritch Judge for the sins of Hogak and Phoenix. Oh, this path is nice. Don't really need to path this. We're just gonna leave up path or push and play the Stoneforge for Batterskull. For those who don't know, Golgari Thug's ability is a must. It is not a may, so if they blocked there, they would just have to put their Thug back on the top of their library because it's their only creature in the graveyard. So they can't really block there. Kind of want to get sort of Light and Shadow for Batterskull here. They have I guess they can't cast these Price Amalgams, but eventually, like, attacking through Thug is nice. It's just way more mana intensive, though. I wonder if I actually just want to Fatal Push this Thug. Hey, what are you doing over there? Hey, hey. Punk. Could you just Fatal Push the Thug and, like, Time Walk them, right? It's like not nothing. Premium content. Indeed. Because I shouldn't let them untap, but I don't think they have, like, instant speed draw card. You punk! Well, they didn't even play their land. Okay. Okay, well, we win. We did it. Whew! Alright, well now we get to bring in our Dredge Hate. Combo Ball's probably good enough. These cards all look like they suck. Fatal Push. The only way to do it since he has a Corgi or a Shiba. Yeah, we're good on dogs for now. One dog is stressful enough. Soul's okay if you have space, just like makes a bunch of shitters. See, it comes down conveniently after everyone after we have Stoneforge Mystic, exactly. Remove those Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is decent, right? Thoughtseize, you just like you play it on turn 1 to beat their Cathartic Reunion hands, or you like take their removal spells. Although we're like less big on Rest in Pieces now, like you take their Nature's Claims or whatever. Like, it worked for us in that game, right? Like, you need to have a game plan against Dredge besides, like, play your Graveyard Hate and Crush Your Fingers, right? And it's, like, just disrupt them still. Thinking about... Strangler's gotten better at this matchup because it used to be that the only things that hit Exile were things that you never wanted to put back in the graveyard, like when you path their creatures, but now they have that Lightning Helix thing. Creeping Chill. You can actually Strangler things, but it's probably still not good enough. Sword of Fire and Ice also sucks. Do that. Like Light and Shadow attacks through their shit, and Batterskull's obviously great. Strong in the same mana base as a band. Mana base is solid, I think. It's got like one. I think 2 Field Ruins is like a little bit much, but pretty good still. Yeah, you can't really let Sphinx Cats out in direct sunlight unless you have to give them special like sunscreens and stuff. This is bad for their skin. But, like if they're just indoors, it's fine. These demons. I hope you locked yourself in that closet. No, she didn't. She escaped. picked up. Alright, fuck off. Yeah, this hand's a snap off. Rest in peace into Ashiok, huh? Can't cast the Ashiok quite yet, but you know, we'll get there. Hopefully we don't just like get exploded by turn 2 on the play dredge hand. Oh, okay, that's not the sign of us getting exploded. Hopefully their turn 2 is just doming me and discarding a bunch of things. God, that would be so good. Come on, just dome me for 5. Do it! Do it, coward! Yes! Yes! Okay, they only domed me for... Oh no, they're casting Cathartic Reunion. Sure. Alright, don't go crazy now. Hit 0 narcs, please. Creeping Chill. Oh, they hit a narc, which means they get an amalgam. Looks like that's it, right? They did get 3 Creeping Chills, Jesus. But luckily we can, like, block those. They have 3 Stinkweed Imps in hand. They're going to have a Nargamuba and an Amalgam, and we're going to be at, like, 10 life, 9 life after fetching. It's definitely going to be a little bit dicey, because we do need to, like, cast an Eldrazi Displacer to block their 3/3, or we will die. So we needed this 3rd land real bad. Three is a lot of Creeping Chills. Luckily, if we can clean up the remnants, we basically just win. Rest in peace, and Ashiok. And they milled 3 Nature's Claims, so this Rest in Peace is pretty likely to stick. Time to casually go to 5 life by turn 3 here. Alright, we drew another land, which is very good. Yeah, so we might need this Vista for colorless, so we're just gonna... I'd love to not trade my Displacer with this Amalgam if possible, because this Narcomoeba is a 6 or a 5 turn clock after this turn. So I'd love to be able to displace the Narcomoeba. We want to draw like Temple or something. Or just an answer to the Narcomoeba. They do have 3 Stinkweed Imps in hand, which is scary if they have another land. We might just, like, die to the Idiot Beats. Oh no, we're dying to the Idiot Beats. We are not looking great here. That's not a good draw. Gonna casually go to 5 here. Good to know turn 2 rip on the draw isn't good enough. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Creeping Chill. I mean, that's always kind of been the case against Dredge, right? It's like sometimes your turn 2 8 on the draw just like doesn't do it. Just rip like path into path. That's not a good draw. Might just be dead, right? Because we're going to 1 here, and there's nothing we can draw. Has lifelink. How could it not be a good draw? We have... Creeping Chill was kind of a disaster in terms of card design. It's one of the reasons that I like really hated Modern after Ravnica was just like Creeping Chill existing. Hey, you punk! Beat it! I think we're dead. We can title it for information, right? We draw a Plague Engineer. That doesn't keep us... Well, yeah, Plague Engineer keeps us alive, actually. Let's play on. Yeah, drew 3 Cathartics this game. Must be nice. Oh no! Too late. Too late, Eldrazi Temple. You failed us. Resubmit. We can hit him for 7 now. Yeah, if only they hadn't engaged 9 life. I think it's Teferi Time. Teferi Time... Whoops. What did I click on? What mistake have I made? Teferi Time Reveler is a good card. Or, like, is it too good? Maybe. It's definitely not a, Yeah, Lyrizel's, like, okay. This is a keep. We have turn 2 Tidal and a turn 3 Ashiok. It's probably a keep. Lyrizel's, like, okay. I think I don't like it more than the cards that are in the deck right now. At least we have Tidal to stop, like, Cathartic nonsense. And their turn 1's, like, a lot less explosive with Looting gone. And Ashiok cannot be Nature's Claimed, notably. Yeah, Chill was, like, last year. That's when I stopped playing Modern. Alright, they're on mulliganing to 5. It's very good for us. Yeah, they unbanned Grave Troll, but then they also printed Prize Amalgam. Dredge got really good. They banned Grave Troll. Dredge fell to the wayside. Dredge started picking back in popularity a little bit before Creeping Chill happened, but then once Creeping Chill happened, everyone was like, wow, this deck's really good. What do you got there? Niene? Sure. Path to send a message. I feel like the third push over Inquisition. I think we're like really maxing out on discard spells if we play like 3 Inquisition, 3 Thoughtseize, 4 Tidal, 4 Thought Knot. You do want to kill things that are in play sometimes. Yeah, both discard and removal spells do have diminishing returns, but we have a lot more discard than removal. Sure. Wow, what's it like, opponent? Man, their Narcs are just going to attack down my Ashiok too. This is the fucking worst. I guess we just like path it, but then that's like 2 ticks off of exiling their yard. Because we'll see what their hand is. Wow, your hand sucks, as it turns out. But I can't take this in, but the Nature's claim my Tide Hollow. I mean, I guess I could take the imp and force them to Nature's Claim my Tide Hollow to get their imp back. Take the imp anyway, yeah. Like, it's especially good if we draw Rest in Peace and they, like, aggressively claim my Tide Hollow. Yoink. There's a chance I just want to spend next turn, like, getting rid of Narcomoebas that are in play and then, like, Ashiok-ing after that, so we get more activations. Oh, well, yeah, I guess it depends on what they dredge here. Which was Amalgam, so we kind of need to play it. Sup, it's gotta be JD. They could, like, Conflagrate me, but their cards all suck. Yeah, it's definitely good enough to Ashiok, Conflagrate, and Amalgam. So we go down to 4, they punch it down to 2, and then we can, like, clear the Narcomoebas, and we still get 2 more activations. It's probably good enough. Although we might have to, like, path a Stinkweed Imp. But whatever, yeah, we're pretty locked into Ashiok-ing next turn here. Unless they go wild with, like, top deck Cathartic Reunion and just, like, plaster me against a wall. The thing about Conflagrating here? I feel like that's just worse than Nature's Claiming, unless they drew something that they really want to put in the yard, like another Prized Amalgam. You got me. I think we're pretty locked in. I think Ashiok's definitely just like the Windmill Slam. I don't think there's a card in our deck that we would draw that we would cast over Ashiok here. Which shocks are best shocks? Why is it OG shocks? Thoughtseize. That doesn't really do anything. If only this was a Lingering Souls to block these Narcomoebas. Nice Creeping Shell opponent. Yeah, I like that the trigger still happens. I like how they didn't fetch too. Doesn't that yeah. That might have been a punt opponent. You might have fucked up there. Although they get lands when we path these Narcomoebas. That's not a combo. Only spells or abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller search libraries. But they probably only have like a single basic mountain or something, right, in this deck? Doesn't do a lot here. Gonna Thoughtseize them here anyway, so like they don't have a well, we know they have an Nature's Claim, so we don't like have to take a Dredger or something. A non-basic waste. Hey, we could draw a Reality Smasher, then it's gas. So let's path first, just so I know what's going on. I don't know how many basics they have. I think it's just 1. Probably just got path, Thoughtseize, Temple attack. Follow up with Kambal here. leave the Ashiok in play. Obviously, we don't need a down ticket unless there's relevant stuff in the graveyard. And it sitting in play stifles all these fetch lands. Yeah, I guess I didn't need to path these on my opponent's on my turn. What am I doing? Why am I playing so badly today? Alright, do not thought seize the Stinkweed Imp. But now I've let them cast the Stinkweed Imp this next turn. Which is the big deal. I could, like, take it and then exile it. Take the claim. Yeah, I'm taking the claim. For sure. Because then I get back their other Stinkweed Imp and blow up my thing. But, like, now I, like, don't want to path this Narcomoeba because I want to path this Imp. But then my Ashiok's going to go to 1, and then eventually go to 0. Why did I path on this turn? Just, like, was not thinking. Yeah, because now we, like, have to path this Stinkweed Imp. Ashiok goes to 1. Oh, nice. They just fetched. Cool. Deal. Ashiok, suddenly a little bit less important. There's old Stinky. What does the Ashiok do again? Spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause their controller to search the library, and then you can -1 it to mill a target player 4, and then exile all your opponent's graveyards. So yeah, this Ashiok's going to take the 1. I'm going to path old Stinky here. Wow, 2 mountains, alright. They have a lot of lands. Removal. Nice to get 1 more activation out of this Ashiok. We have, like, only paths left, yeah. Black colorless. Comball action. I was wondering if it's better to minus this Ashiok or not. Like, I don't think exiling the Wood of Foothills isn't a huge deal. It does turn off, like, loam. Or it doesn't turn off, but it, like, makes loam. Oh, it also mills them, which is relevant. Like, we could just, like, hit random garbage to exile. Yeah, I'm gonna minus this. Nice, suck it, Narcomoeba. And is Narc and 2 unknowns. Well, that's a pretty good one to draw. And a Dredger. Cathartic and a Dredger. Pretty solid. And a Creeping Chill. Don't know why they tapped their Stomping Ground, though. Oh, that's a very good draw. Look at that. Yeah, you want to cast that Light from the Loam you got there? Take a chump block. And then they can cast 1 spell. Yep. You get 1 spell, opponent, make it count. Alright, Light from the Loam. Probably not going to do it. Hey, look at that. Taking down the Dredge Menace. Despite my my attempts otherwise. So if we had Thought Seized instead. If I like hadn't pathed like an idiot. The problem is we still like want to path the we still want to path the Stinkweed Imp. So if we Thought Seize and see it. We take that. We have to take the Nature's Claim, and then, but they're delayed to turn on the Stinkweed Imp. But like we still path one of their things. They still attack down the Ashiok. They're just a turn off Stingweed Imp. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. It wasn't a huge misstep because I think we would conserve the other path to kill the Stingweed Imp because they're guaranteed to make it to 3 lands anyway. And we want to get rid of the 1/2 Death Toucher that comes back forever. One of these awkward mana hands. We're definitely still going to keep Inquisition into Stoneforge, but excuse me. Definitely one of these hands that really hurts us. Like what I was talking about, like one too many colorless sources. Maybe it's right to cut the Field of Ruin for something not shitty. Hey, look at that! A matchup where I want this Field of Ruin a lot. Probably won't matter because I was on the draw, but... we're gonna shock this in next turn anyway, right? Because we're gonna cast Tide Hollow on turn 2, so... Just miss. Oh, nice, we didn't miss. Oh, nice, it's just Eldraziblade, alright. The bad Tron deck. Wow, this is a hand. Power plant map. Yoink. Deal. Alright, their hand is Warping Whale, Reality Smasher, huh? Didn't you mention that you had a hilarious match against E-Tron because you have better Eldrazi? I mean, I don't know, like, I think I'm like 8-0 against Eldrazi-Tron as far as my memory, as far as I recall. But, like, I don't know, this matchup feels like a joke every time I play it. So, we want to Tide Hollow because they can Warping Whale my Stoneforge. Otherwise, we could just like, slam Stoneforge here. Yoink. My experience has been that, like, I thrashed this deck a lot. That was a good top deck. Now we kind of need a Field of Ruin, which sucks. Although, wait, do we? They don't have, like, scary shit. All they have is a Smasher in their hand. We can just fucking Tide Hollow Skull their Reality Smasher and hit them. We can Field of Ruin them next turn. Next turn we can, like, Field of Ruin into Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah. I'm not scared of Tron. What could they draw? They're gonna draw something really bad for me, but... Blast Zone is what they can draw. They don't have a bunch of mana, though. Like, because they have to play the tower, and then also the Blast Zone. Karn Lattice. They only have 9 mana next turn. They can't just, like, Karn Lattice. And we have a creature in play, so Karn Lattice wouldn't do anything. I'm Tide Hollow Scoring my opponent. There's nothing any of you guys can do to stop me. Gimme. I mean, if they play the Blast Zone, we can Field Ruin the Blast Zone, right? Although, I guess if I'm Field Ruining next turn, then they play the... whatever. Thoughtseize. Well, they didn't cast anything, so... I think I'm just going to Field Ruin and Stoneforge Mystic. Field Ruin the Mine, right? Because that means if they need to tap the tower to find the mine, they get less mana. Chalice? Yeah, Thoughtseize not good against Chalice. That's for sure. Ding. Let's go get a Waste, because we don't have any colorless currently. And I guess I should technically attack first. You never know what sort of nonsense they could have. Batter Skull. Hey, there's the Blast Zone that we were talking about. Man, that's a pretty good top deck. Is it? We have like Batter Skull with a sword coming up here. I want to strangle one of my 2s, right? I want to strangle my, after I attack, I want to strangle my Skuller that has the Reality Smasher so they can't get it back. So attack them for 4 here. Strangler plus put in Batter Skull now. Maybe Light and Shadow's better against possible Dismember. I kind of wanted a threat, like just something to hit them. We already had like Fire and Ice to put on things and make them big and scary. So now they can take their Blast Zone up to 2 or whatever. And they kill 2 of my things, and we untap and have lethal. So. Sure. You got it, boss. Oh no, we don't have lethal. They can block with an Eldrazi Scion. They make off the Warping Whale. What a mistake. Maybe I should have eaten the Warping Whale because they couldn't cast the Smasher. Whatever. Crunch. Opponent floated really badly. I mean, they're Tron. They hit like as many land drop. They hit like 1 more land drop than I did. And they played like and they had an expedition map. No, we have the same number of lands even. 6 and 6. So, well, now they've beaten me by 1. Oh no, no, never mind. Yeah, because we have the Fielder Run and they have the mine. Deal. You get to continue to live, I guess. It doesn't do anything here. I mean, we'll attack first so they can't kill my Stoneforge. Put you to 2. Ping me in the face for 3. You can't even like all us just me because we have this Wasteland Strangler. To Tribal Knights of the 10k. This deck is a lot better at beating like random bullshit than Death and Taxes is. Like, Death and Taxes you lose to like Kith, Kid, and Tribal or whatever because they have a bunch of creatures in your deck. Like, they have a bunch of creatures in basic planes and you have like Leonin Arbors and Thalias in your deck. But like, this deck has a very good proactive game plan of like discarding a bunch of big fat creatures that punch your opponent in the face. Stony Silence is great. Disenchant's pretty good. Don't know that I want either of these things. I don't thing I want to ask. Ashiok like, only stops map, right? Or Miss Meadows Skull bricks half the deck. First we'll figure out what we cut. Stranglers and Fatal Pushes are pretty easy cuts. I do like vaguely want these, but we already have all these good cards. Take it you're naming Eldrazi. I mean, like, it makes it so your Eldrazi trade up, right? And it, like, the fact that it has Death Touch means it just trades with any Thought Not Seer or Reality Smasher. That's why it's, like, on the list, right? It's, like, not like a joking thing or anything. It's not nothing. I don't think it's good enough, though. I think all of our 3s right now are better. We need to cut one card from this deck. I have Ugin on Banwin. Please never. Cut some 1s. Yeah, I was going to cut an Inquisition. This looks fine. We don't have a lot of answers to Chalice, although I think they're cutting. They should be cutting Chalice against us, I think. It's like, have no 1s. Something like that. We could maybe like cut more 1s for like more of those 3s, but thank you for the follow, Sveek. I'm not gonna go for that one, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, snap this hand off. There's a lot of Field of Ruins. I think I'm gonna fetch basic Swamp here. Yeah. Another hand that just is not a lot of scary Magic cards. They already have one basic Wasting Hand, which is really good for our Field of Ruin and Path to Exile plan. I think I'm just gonna take this other map, right? I mean, our plan is like Stone Rain them a bunch, so seems like a pretty reasonable plan. Yeah, hard pass on Ifugan unban, please. Never unban that card. Tech Edge. Deal. Play Vista to fetch a Plains, so we can path the Reshaper. Am I pathing the Reshaper? Probably not. I'm probably just going to Fulminate on turn 3. Although they have more land drops to hit. Let's go grab Temple. Ooh, that's a little bit threatening. They can't make a Smasher, though. They could make a Thought Knot. That'd be pretty bad. Sure, that's fine. Just gonna Fulminator this Eldrazi Temple here. If we fetch another Swamp... Yeah, fetching another Swamp's fine, because we might end up like Field of Ruining into a White Source to path. And we have the caves if we really want a White Source anyway. Pow. Another power plant. Their hand is Smasher, Waste, something, something. So we could Field of Ruin into, like, Sculler here. That's not a bad idea. But what am I Field of Ruining? Like a power plant? They already have 2. I don't really want to Field of Ruin this Tech Edge. We can... Not the way we played our lands, we cannot Sculler into Stoneforge here. Maybe I just tag a power plant. They have 1 waste in hand. Be the worst card to unban in Modern. I don't know. There are a lot of really bad cards to unban. this. Wow, this is our last basic. It's kind of funny. Two smashers. It's a little threatening. Ballista kills our Sculler. Hoping they don't have a third basic wastes. As far as I know, they only play two. But I'm very out of touch. If they have a third one, we're in a spot of trouble. No more basics. Oh, nice. Neither do they. We did it. Stoneforge for probably Batterskull still. Means we can also like path this Reshaper if they start missing on land drops. I guess we are getting pretty low. Should I be concerned about that? Ah, fuck. They're not missing on land drops. And they have more Matter Reshapers. None of this is good for me. We'll just pass. Batterskull's pretty good at gaining life. Well, that's a Smasher next turn. Blast Zone. Interesting. Straws have not been hot. That's for sure. Opponent's hand is just Smasher, Smasher. The Blast Zone's going to take a while to get online. Man, if we attack and they hit like a land, they can actually take the Blast Zone up to 2. Kind of want to attack that. Attacking is like pretty free because we can pick up the Batterskull and reset it. Sucks that these things just like cantrip. I think I'm. Oh, they're just jump blocking. Okay, that's fine. I really want to gain life is one of the big reasons I'm attacking. Oof. Oof. Another Blast Zone too? Wow. That didn't end well for us. Yeah, I get to put a Blast Zone to 2 here. My Infinite Stone Rain plan did not work out when I put it just hit 9 million land drops. Are you Blast Zoning me? Seems like a lot less threatening than just playing like a Reality Smasher. Is that anything? I guess it pluses. Just like it is just generally obnoxious because I can't really get to it. Yeah, this is not going well. Ooh. It's a good card to have with 9,000 Eldrazi Temples. Kill the Ugin, kill the Ugin, hit them in the face. Pretty decent draw. Try to complete Tron there. Go get like a power plant. Get like a temple and cast a Smasher. That seems like not an efficient use of resources by any means. I think they really want to crack this Blast Zone. So I think like power plant, play it, say go is the best plan. Or yeah, crack the thing, sure. Turn is now Smasher, Smasher, Ballista, something. Ooh. Getting some good draws off the top here. Tap that sucker down. Oh, nope. I think I'm gonna equip here. Man, things were looking really bad with us having 9,000 lands to play, and then we just drew Eldrazi Displacer and just completely annihilated my opponent. Big Ballista, sure. They either kill the Eldrazi Displacer and die, or pass the turn and also die. Alright, cool, they're dead. You did it. Ding. Nice. Continuing my undefeated record against Eldrazi-tron. That game looked a little bit dire. But then we instead absolutely demolished them. Game took a sudden turn for the not close. Imagine that the Celeste deck struggles to beat equipment. Yeah, they had some good things going on. I think I fetched basics way too aggressively. I fucked up because like my double field river in hand with only like 4 basics in my deck. I should have been a little bit more aggressive with some of the fetches, but like they drew a bunch of good cards, I guess. And they got annihilated by Batterskull. Swordfire, nice. The Eldrazi Displacer was the key there. They were gonna like actually wreck me with that Ugin, but then we top decked Eldrazi Displacer, which let us just clear the Ugin and also have a very meaningful 3-drop, so we don't just like we aren't super cold to the Blast Zone. Keep? Questionably? Title's Strangler is a good curve, but not if anything else is a pretty bad curve. Maybe this is a mulligan. I think this is a mulligan. Oh man, this hand's so much worse than my other hand. Ship the caves. Oh man, Godless Shrine Mirror, let's go. And by let's go, I mean fuck, because we mulled to 6 in like a Thoughtseize Mirror. Although, my 7 would have also been very bad against a turn 1 Thoughtseize. On track to cast our Thought-Knot Seer on turn 4. If I had to guess, I would say that they're probably not playing the same deck as me, though. I don't know if they're on, like, Abzan, or if they just are on, like, Dead Gale or something, but I'd be a little surprised to see the Eldraziblade Mirror getting Tide Hollowed. Fuck. I'm gonna take my path. Top deck, Eldrazi Temple. That sucks. So many more cards in hand than I do. Yeah, it looks like they're playing a just normal. I wonder if they're even. No, they're not playing like taxes because they have fetch lands and like Thoughtseizes and stuff. They might just be playing like creature-based creature-based Stoneblade here. Let's take a look what they got going on before we die horribly. Oh, the Mardu Death Shadow deck. Wow, we are super dead. Can't be like anything going on. Like they have us pretty brick walled with these Giver of Runes. Oh fuck, yeah, exactly. We're super dead. Like I want to take this Fatal Push. We're also gonna die to this Death Shadow, which is backed up by 2 Giver of Runes. So like have to take this Death Shadow and like do a little bit of praying. But like also how do we get through 2 Giver of Runes? Yeah, where's our blast zone? Yeah, I don't know what we could do to win this game. Things looking quite dire. Sure. If nothing. All I've drawn in lands is lands. Temple, where have you been? Get him. Fuck. All these cards continue to be extremely bad for me. At least all my discard is exiled stuff so far, so they can't like unearth the Death Shadow. Yeah, they're just cycloning it. So now they can cast their Ranger Captain. Oh, never mind. I'm the Ranger Captain now. Or at least I'm taking the Ranger Captain. Gimme. Ah, fuck. Are we taking the Ranger Captain? Probably. All this Kolaghan's Command does is make me discard and shatter my Tide Hollow, which gets them back the Fatal Push, which kills. Fuck. This Ranger Captain's scarier, though. I still don't know what the plan is to beat, like, the board state. Like, can this deck beat 2 non-summoning Sig Giver of Runes pre-board? What on earth is our plan? Like, go crazy with, Eldrazi Displacer? Smasher. Smasher barely does anything here. I wonder if human players are still mad. Making Giver a core was a very specific thing that says, hey, like, human does not need to get a Mother of Runes. Smasher lets us connect. Oh, that's true. We've got, like, Smasher and, like, a sort of Fire and Ice that could do something. Sort of Light and Shadow, that's what we're doing. We're trying to draw Stoneforge. Sort of Light and Shadow is how we win this. Yeah. Okay, command my Tide Hollow. Make me discard. I mean, this is an Eldrazi Temple, so I couldn't give 2 shits. They have the Fatal Pushback, which can kill a Thought-Knot eventually once they find, like, a fetch. Or is our Giver of Runes. But think about putting Giver of Runes in this deck. Can I stop drawing lands, please? I don't think it's good, though. Not in this deck. Yeah, why can't we Marsh Flats into a Dryad Arbor? Ah, fuck. Drew another Ranger Captain. Things are looking down. We could still top deck. Stoneforge doesn't quite do it in 1 turn, but it's still a good draw. But if we just top deck actual, factual, sort of Light and Shadow, we're in business. Do more land creatures like Dryad. I think land creatures like pretty dangerous. That was a pretty decent draw. Displacer does something for us. I'm gonna let us like finagle something here. We can also blink the Tide Hall, get a path back, and like cast it. Was I supposed to blink my Thought-Knot and take the Death Shadow? Probably. Whoops. Whoops. Don't worry, people. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. They can't really attack unless they want to aggressively use the Giver of Runes, right? Because I can just block. Blocking is just completely free. Okay, are they aggressively using Giver of Runes? Sure, that resolves. But then I can get my path back and unlock everything, right? This seems great for me. This seems exceptionally aggressive. Because now we can just blink the Tide Hollow, get the path back, like Path a Giver, and break up the lock, right? Ah, fuck, we just Stoneforge Mystic. It's the worst. Because we really wanted to take their path, right? But then we give them our Stoneforge Mystic. You can do both. Oh, we could cast the Stoneforge with the trigger on the stack. Can we blink the Tide Hollow, get the path back, cast the path, and still have a blink up, right? And then put the sort of Light Shadow in our hand? It opens up to Thoughtseizes is like a pretty major concern, honestly. But oh, they could sack Ranger Captain in response before I get the path in my hand if they wanted to do that. Could you have displaced the Shadow in a turn? Oh yeah, I could have. And then we would just like have not quite lethal. Yeah, but I could have. That was free. Yeah, what am I pathing if they don't sack the Ranger Captain? Is the question. Am I pathing? I think I'm pathing a Giver. Because then, like, they can't attack and, like, proactively give a protection, so I can just block and blink my own thing. If they proactively give a protection, I can just blink it. So I'm casting Stoneforge Mystic. Trigger on the stack. We're going to blink their Tide Hollow Scholar. I wonder if I, like, don't get Light and Shadow here. I probably do get Light and Shadow. The other swords are, like, decent still. Yeah, okay. So we kill the Ranger Captain here, essentially. Probably casting Fatal Push the Displacer. Interesting choice of timing there. But now we're probably pretty fucked. They just have like another Fatal Push. Jeez, opponent did have it all. Christ. Just getting absolutely annihilated here. Maybe they'll fuck up their trigger stacking. Oh nice, they fucked up their trigger stacking. We're still alive. But now they untap with their Givers because we can't cast the path. Which makes my path a lot worse, certainly. Better than having the path underneath the Tide Hollow, though. We can't attack and, like, even set up lethal here, so I'd rather leave the Death Shadow a 1/1. If we could attack in some way that, like, the Light and Shadow means that they die, I'd be into it, but Light and Shadow only puts them to 2 at that point. 4 + 6. So yeah, we just wait. Sees me. I'll leave the path in hand because they're going to take the sword. Thought maybe because they cast 2 Fatal Pushes that we wouldn't get Thoughtseize. Wow, they took the path that doesn't do anything. Alright. They're just going to, like, lethal me? Yeah, I guess they could have, like, K-Command as the last card. Just, like, actually have it all. No, the last card's Ranger Captain here, sure. Okay. Oh, because they pro-white. Wait, opponent! Because they gave it pro-white and then they couldn't give it pro-colorless after, but, like, they just concede the whole match. Oh, man. But it's so badly they conceded the match. Opponent, come back! We did 5-0. We did it. I'll take it. Alright. Solid. Cool. That was not my plan, but that's one way to end it. I'm pretty sure we're also, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're very, very dead that game. The Mountain Called Monkey, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Hang on, let's go back to this. Can I draw a card? What do I draw? Nothing, because Moto does that. Alright, so equip. Try to there's some way we don't die there. Assuming they do their protections right and aggressively protect their Death Shadow, hit me for 3, I go to 8. And if I hit them with a Thought Knot, we just super die to the Death Shadow. So So that doesn't work. They could also just, like, sack the Ranger Captain if they wanted me to, like, not cast Sword of Light and Shadow. Yeah, we're definitely dead there. We're, like, 100% dead that game. But, win's a win. Good stream, 5-0, plenty of cat. Yeah, I did have to kick her out because she was being an absolute menace. But the old 5-0. 5-0 on Monday, 5-0 today. This deck is sweet. I keep playing it, I keep doing well, but, like, no one plays this deck. Just gives me a little bit of pause. The Hero 3, we go to 8. Light and Shadow puts a Spectre 11. Yeah, but then Light and Shadow also puts them to, what? That puts their Shadow in 9/9, so their Shadow hits me down to 2, and they have 2 other lethal attackers. But we can cast another blocker that turn. Right? Because we can buy back, I already closed it. Can we go back to that match? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we draw a land... No, they have 2 lethal attackers here. If we draw a land, we can buy back Tidehollow Scholar and cast it, and then we have 2 blockers to block these, and we're not dead. Right? If we don't draw a land, then we die, because we have to cast the sword, equip it, attack them, and then we're just dead to pro... Oh, no, they could just not use they could use the other giver to pro-white both things. Because they could just... Because my Thought Knot is tapped at that point. They could just pro-white the Shadow, pro-white the Ranger Captain, kill me. Yeah, we die. We're dead. We're dead. Whew. In a world where you don't need to run... You don't need Field of Ruin... Are you trying to upgrade the mana base? Your own utility colorless lands are more basics. When it tilted off. That wasn't even like a tilt point though. They just like missed 3 damage. They were still like super far ahead. So I don't think Urborg is very good. Urborg might be better because we're leaning like pretty heavily black in the sideboard. But the thing is that you want Field of Ruins to like make sure that your colorless sources are good enough. You have what? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 colorless sources, which is like not a huge amount, but you want to make sure that like the balance is still right. So you could go like up a basic and a Vista or something, but that doesn't like make the mana that much better. You could play like you're technically oh man, wait, we gotta screenshot that shit. We are technically the trophy leader. Yes. I'll screenshot the matches later. Doesn't include number of trophies. Oh, don't include the number of trophies? Just to put ourselves at the top of the list. Going right on the trophy leader is just the person with the most trophies. But if everyone's tied, it's just like whoever earned the most recent trophy goes to the top. Yeah, don't worry about it. Kind of make it look like there are more people down the list. Oh no, I can't put the number of trophies that I have there either. Fuck. But then I can't get Modern League and number of trophies. And the screenshot doesn't really work out because I want to get the fact that it's Modern League. Oh no, now we're not trophy leader anymore. We lost it. We were trophy leader for 5 sweet minutes. Dang you, Heinz Kwong. Doesn't work because someone else got it out. Yeah. All right. Well, we have the screenshots. Okay, I can crop the screenshot if I want to. Officially the trophy leader for 5 whole minutes. It's the longest I've ever been trophy leader. But anyway, I don't know. I'm really liking this deck. It's really solid. I've still like not played against Urza nearly enough to feel safe in that matchup. Like the combination of it being one of the best decks, if not the best deck in Modern, and my complete inexperience on how to pilot the matchup makes me very scared of it. But other than that, like I feel pretty confident in this deck. We played against some real deals, right? Played against Red Green Eldrazi, which like, what was this? Did we play against Titan Shift, Dredge, Eldrazi Tron, and then Mardu Death Shadow, which my opponent left. But this deck has been feeling really good. I'm excited to play it in paper. I've been really enjoying it. I think Ashiok was pretty strong. Played against Mardu Death Shadow. We were getting our ass handed to us game 1, and then my opponent left. But you know, we take those. When you're playing for your winning in, or when you're playing for your 5-0, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. All right. Anyway, enough chit chat. Let's go find someone to host. Who's playing? Wow, no one's playing Legacy, or at least no one has Legacy in their title. All right, who's playing Modern? We're streaming Modern, so we should send you guys to someone else playing Modern. Ban Soul Herder, Modern Jeskai, Niv, Ashiok. Ashiok was like okay. It was like pretty good against Dredge. It wasn't excellent because like it awkwardly got attacked down by Narcomoebas and stuff, but it definitely did its best. Yeah, I didn't play Legacy. I played Modern, so I was going to host Modern people, but I like to host Legacy players. But let's go host Molybok. I don't know any of these Modern streamers, but Modern Jeskai stuff. Anyway. What am I doing? Hosting people. Thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you had a good time. I'm going to be streaming this deck basically until the 10K on October 5th in preparation for that event. So come hang out, enjoy Modern content. I also stream a lot of Legacy, but anyway. /host Molybok. D Klites, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all on Friday stream. We'll jam some more Eldraziblade.